Hope Florida is a nonprofit which under state law is required to directly serve the mission of the Department of Children and Family Services through its own mission of helping struggling Floridians get off of government assistance. But prosecutors and lawmakers questioned whether a $10 million payment that many argue should have gone straight into the state's coffers was improperly spent. The $10 million in question followed a settlement reached last year with a Medicaid provider called Centene because the state had overpaid them.
There was a $67 million settlement that was actually supposed to go back to our state, but instead only $57 million was sent to ACA and $10 million was wired separately into the Hope Florida Foundation bank account.
State Representative Deborah Tendrich of Lake Worth serves on the House Healthcare Budget Subcommittee.
I run a nonprofit, so I know what it takes to write grants.
Which during the 2025 legislative session investigated whether the Hope Florida Foundation improperly spent that $10 million.
So they decided through advice of counsel to send the $10 million into two different pots, which are the two 501c4s.
A 501c4 is a nonprofit that, unlike a charitable 501c3, can engage in political spending. Emails from Hope Florida Foundation CEO Joshua Hay last October show grant requests for $5 million apiece were approved to two 501c4s. Save Our Society from Drugs, a national organization whose most recent tax filings show net assets of $96,000 going into 2024, and Securing Florida's Future. Records from the Florida Division of Elections show that group disbanded in April of 2025. Hayes' emails show arrangements to wire each group $5 million within days of their respective requests, each made in letters which, at certain points, contain almost identical language.
Apparently before Hope Florida even knew that they were receiving a $10 million donation, the two recipients of the grants already knew that the money was coming.
The subcommittee questioned Hay in April.
Were you concerned at all that someone might scrutinize the largest grant proposals and donations in the history of this foundation? Someone might scrutinize those proposals.
I got assurances through Jeff Aaron that, and also with all the attestations made in the proposals, that there was comfort that it was above board.
Neither letter mentions that the grant money would be spent on political activity, but campaign finance records show both organizations sent a combined $8.5 million to Keep Florida Clean, a political group that successfully fought an amendment to legalize recreational marijuana. Its chair, Governor Ron DeSantis' then chief of staff, James Uthmire, now Florida's Attorney General.
It was actually brought up in our committee that James Uthmire was aware about that and was facilitating that behind the scenes.
The House subcommittee has since turned its information over to prosecutors in Leon County. Grand jury proceedings started this month. I reached out to Attorney General Uthmire and Governor DeSantis, both of whom have previously dismissed any allegations of wrongdoing. I also reached out to Joshua Hay and the General Counsel for Hope Florida Foundation, Jeff Aaron. I'll let you know if and when I hear back from any of those people. In West Palm Beach, I'm Jamie Ostroff. Back to you.